Buddy cop films were pioneered by the likes of Stray Dog and Freebie and the Bean in the mid-20th century, but the genre was popularized by Lethal Weapon, Rush Hour, and the topic of today's video, Bad Boys. Released in 2004, this game was based on the hit buddy cop sequel starring Will Smith and Martin Lawrence as Miami Police Department detectives Mike Lowrey and Marcus Burnett respectively. While Bad Boys for Life wasn't as enjoyable, the first two were truly iconic. With Bad Boys 4 coming out real soon, it's as good time as any to reminisce on the franchise. What sticks in my head when I think of this franchise is the infamous scene with Reggie. The back and forth they had, the banter, the good cop, bad cop. It looked like the actor for Reggie was actually blindsided by the way they were acting. It was incredibly funny and fed into loving the characters and their relationships with each other. Bad Boys 2, as it's known as in Europe, the tie-in to the movie of the same name, is known as Bad Boys Miami Takedown elsewhere. Not sure why. Surely it would do better to be called Bad Boys 2 around the same time of the release of the film. Having said all that, the game takes place after the events of the second film, so makes kind of sense, I guess. The story kicks off with a drug lord known as Tulio Mendoza getting pissed off after being ripped off by a Russian businessman called Akimov. They squash their beef and join forces. Meanwhile, a tactical narcotics team, or TNT agent, Ray Jackson, is killed in a car explosion as his partner, Leanne Reed, is captured by the Baby Demons gang. Our protagonists, Marcus and Mike, are tasked by Captain Howard to rescue the surviving agent, who Marcus happens to have a romantic history with, and take out the Baby Demons gang while they're at it. They save her before the duo are sent to the Baby Demons hideout, where they find the leader, Bosu Williams. Burnett gets into an old-fashioned shootout with him, but he manages to escape. Akimov's assistant, Tatiana Savin, tries to persuade Bosu to get involved with Mendoza in exchange for the Baby Demon territory. Bosu rejects the proposal, so Tatiana kills him. Then the Baby Demons rob a bank and Mike and Marcus go to stop them. Tatiana uses the bank robbery as a way to escape, with everyone's attention diverted, but somehow she manages to crash her car. She continues on foot as Mike and Marcus chase after her, eventually finding themselves up against the Russian mafia who have arrived to aid Tatiana in her escape. Our duo split up, Marcus going through Little M's restaurant and Mike going up to the roof. While Marcus is cut off, Mike pursues Tatiana across the Miami rooftops. Tatiana jumps on her helicopter, but Mike succeeds in blowing it up, killing Tatiana in the process. Mike and Marcus are sent to Ellipse Modern, an art gallery that's owned by Akimov, the guy whose money Marcus put up in a blaze. Burnett uses the security cameras to spy on Akimov and Djibouti Zero, Mendoza's bodyguard, discussing a deal by the docks. Lowry uses a silenced weapon to go through another part of the art gallery to find out that the Russians are guarding a drug lab. Mike destroys the laboratory before fleeing the place with the help of his partner. Mike, Marcus and Leanne all travel to the docks to eliminate Akimov. The plan was that Marcus goes in by himself as Mike provides sniper support from a distance with Reed spotting. As he does so, Marcus observes the deal between Mendoza and Akimov, which is when he learns that TNT agent Jackson is still alive and is working with Mendoza. That's when everything goes south as Marcus is forced to fight his way out of the warehouse. Marcus grabs Mike's sniper while he goes onto Akimov's boat because he took Leanne hostage. Marcus manages to snipe Akimov as his attention was on Mike, and Leanne reveals that she cleverly put a tracker on Mendoza's boat. While Marcus and Mike clear the mansion of Mendoza's goons, Leanne confronts Ray Jackson about being a traitor. After a conversation, Jackson is shot and killed by Mendoza, who escapes yet again. They fight their way to Mendoza, who's ready for them on a cannon. They manage to defeat the infamous drug lord by Marcus drawing Mendoza's fire as Mike shoots him when he gets an opening. Mendoza pleads desperately for his life before sneakily pulling out a hidden weapon on Mike in classic Bad Boys fashion as Marcus kills him. The gameplay, however, is nothing to blow your skirt up. You kick doors down action movie style and shoot, disarm and explode your way past several levels throughout 5 acts as you alternate playing as each of the 2 main characters every level. It adopts the cover system as you can imagine with a third person shooter, but what I found fascinating is that when shooting from behind cover, you go to first person. which is a good way of keeping the combat fresh and varied. Would be more decent if there was an advantage to playing each character, but alas, there isn't. So the lack of a benefit to each character makes switching between the characters completely pointless and no better than changing skin. The environments are completely and utterly barren throughout each of the levels. The poor camera angles and a lack of a checkpoint system is a complete and utter turn-off, because if you die, you restart the entire level again, which makes it quite challenging. But on the plus side, at the end of each level, you get a rundown of your statistics, which you can try to improve the next time you play that level. Not that this is the type of game you'd want to play for a second time.
What? He cold-blooded!
While nothing groundbreaking in the way of gameplay, the plot is quite enjoyable and most importantly, not a repeat of the going-ons of the movie the game is named after in some regions. Thanks so much for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, comment your thoughts and subscribe for more retrospectives and video essays like this. See ya!